There was a lot of fluff, but there was also some pretty sweet stuff that happened at E3, and it started with Microsoft. Conference. I'm going to give it a rating. Did you see the conference?
So
or just parts of it?
I actually watched quite a bit of E3 this year. I saw, when I started watching Microsoft, was literally when Keanu Reeves popped up. That was actually, I turned it on.
So did you see the whole Cyberpunk section, or
No.
just when he was walking on stage?
I did not watch any of the Cyberpunk stuff. I only saw that, not when he was on stage, when he was the
Oh,
character.
revealing himself.
Yeah, when he took his glasses off or whatever.
Yeah.
I was literally opening up the stream during that.
Good timing.
Yeah.
So
Anything before that, I didn't see.
So we'll talk about Cyberpunk first. There's other stuff for Microsoft, but the Cyberpunk. So, first of all, I want to say that Microsoft, going into it, when the countdown was happening, I was live streaming it. I said, this is Microsoft's chance right now. Even though they're not going to likely show the console off or anything like that, Sony's not here.
Yeah.
Microsoft literally has the world's attention with no counter from their main competitor.
Yeah.
They can go out here, and if they hit an 8 or a 9, they don't even have to be a 10.
No, they
hit an 8 or a 9,
good.
Then
they get all the headlines.
They've crushed it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they did. There was very little that Microsoft could have done differently in this conference to make it better, given the circumstances. Really, other than showing the physical console, there was nothing else they could do. And they weren't about to do that right now because there's probably like one prototype sitting somewhere, and they're not going to show that, obviously, until next E3.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077 comes up. Did you go back to watch the rest of the trailer at any point?
No.
Okay, fire.
Okay. Was it more gameplay?
No, this was just a raw trailer thing because they had like that 30 minutes of gameplay not that long ago, right?
Back, yeah.
And I'm sure that probably for like Tokyo Game Show and stuff coming up later in the year, we'll get another big chunk of gameplay. But for this, obviously they built this entire thing around revealing Keanu Reeves.
Yes.
So the trailer before leading up to that, fire. Graphically, just
looks great.
Holy fuck. I mean, it was a CG scene.
Yeah.
But just fire. The modelers and everything did such a good job. Lighting is fantastic. The aesthetic that they're going for, they're nailing it so fucking hard. It's incredible. Voice acting, 11 out of 10. Everything, smash it to the park. I was hooked. The first bunch of 2077 stuff I saw, I was like, this ain't it, bro. I'm a little concerned. I saw this, my concerns are gone. This game is going to be unadulterated, pure fire from front to fucking back. I'm telling you right now.
Because like before, we were guessing it was going to be like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, no, this is going up. The stock just went up.
Oh shit! I got to watch this trailer.
The stock went up, bro. The story in this game, shit's going to get real.
Dope.
Very good trailer.
Dope.
But then we get to that reveal. The guy's laying in what looks to be a junkyard like it's a Alita fucking battle angel.
Mm-hmm.
And this character walks off from the side and drops the line, like, get up, samurai, we got a city to destroy or some shit. And then the camera pans up, and I see I have my reaction. It has like it almost has 1,000 views on Twitch. My reaction, that was a genuine.
Well, people spammed it in my goddamn chat. I was like, okay, I got to check this out.
Genuine fucking reaction when I saw that shit.
Yeah.
I was actually screaming in my office because it was. I can't think of the last time that I've been surprised and pleasantly surprised in a long time. That is the most perfect person that if you're going to choose a celebrity to slap into your game.
Oh, that's the
for
one.
For 2077.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves could not possibly be cast any better.
No, that's it.
He shows up, he drops it, his character takes off the glasses, it's Keanu Reeves, and I just lost my shit. And then
he comes out.
He comes out on fucking stage, and I was like, oh, Microsoft already won. At that point, I said out loud, I said, this is over.
Yeah.
E3 is over.
Yeah.
Microsoft has cashed it in.
Did you see the memes now that he's doing with the green screen, and he's he's
like,
presenting it, and then there's a green screen, and then now people are putting like videos on the green screen.
It's perfect meme.
Oh, dude, it's amazing.
It's perfect meme. And then of course it was the what was the word where he like pointed back at the audience and he was like you're
they said like wasn't amazing, or it was like
oh my, how do I not.
Because he said a word, and then a dude in the audience yelled, "No, you're something."
And then he
said, "No, you or this or whatever." Somebody in chat will say it.
Somebody in chat will say it for sure. But that was, dude, Keanu Reeves. So, okay, Keanu Reeves might be the god of Hollywood.
Breathtaking.
Breathtaking. That's it. You're breathtaking. Like, did the stumble back.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves is the most wholesome motherfucker
Oh, yeah.
on earth.
Oh, yeah.
He's the most real individual in Hollywood by miles.
Oh,
It doesn't even come close.
he's almost not even Hollywood.
No, he's just there. He's just
he's
Keanu
just
Reeves.
in it. He's just in Hollywood for whatever reason.
He just so happens to be there.
Yeah.
But he's like kind of the awkward,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck, hasn't really changed in like 30 years.
Yeah.
Hasn't aged in 30 years either.
Literally.
Goes out there, does his shtick, and he's just like, he had fun.
Yes.
You could tell he was kind of nervous being up on the stage too. Everyone was losing their shit.
Yeah, well, I think that's probably why he was nervous. Is people? I don't think he just likes like being worshipped like that or being like, he's because he's just
he actually gets uncomfortable when people like talk about the shit that he does, like his philanthropic work and shit. He'll like immediately divert to something else. So he gets up there, he does his thing. It was so fucking perfect, dude.
Amazing.
And it just confirmed. Then they did have. I'm sorry, there was a little bit of gameplay at the end of that trailer where they're on the bike and everything like that, and I was like, Keanu Reeves' bike has to be there. It's synonymous now with Keanu Reeves. But I had forgotten this is actually based again on like writings, like Cyberpunk 2077, like novel work, and so people already are guessing at what Keanu Reeves' character is. And they're pretty sure it's one of a couple of characters, to my understanding, that are actually just in the character's head. So not physically,
he's not physically there,
but which means Keanu Reeves is going to be in this game
a lot,
which was all thumbs up for me.
Microsoft shoveled money into a pit into Keanu.
Knowing Keanu, did they really though?
Probably. Dude, his managers, he is so hot right now. It is fucking his stock in the last 4 years.
Everything he does, like he goes on Colbert, and then Colbert, like everything that Keanu does is perfect.
Anything he touches, it's gold.
Colbert asks him the question like, Keanu Reeves, where do we go when we die, or what happens when we die? And Keanu literally, like, the Colbert was like low key making a joke, but at the same time, Colbert and Keanu both lost a lot of people death early in life, right? And horrible tragedy on both sides. They both know that about each other. And Keanu, everyone in the crowd when they first heard that question, because he said his full name out loud, it kind of comes across as a joke, but it low key wasn't really a joke. And then Keanu half starts crying when he responds and says,
he doesn't
something
know,
along like,
but he
I
knows.
don't know, but he knows that like the people who love us will miss us or something like that.
Yeah.
And Colbert was like,
and then the audience went, oh,
how
and the whole
much more
internet is
perfect
just and
of
then
an answer can you give?
Yeah, he was like, I don't know, but I know that the people.
The man is other than smoking, he's perfect.
Yeah.
Like that might be the one rub on Keanu Reeves. He smokes cigarettes. That's like the deepest you can go.
It's okay. Smoke those cigarettes, Keanu.
Just don't die early on me.
Yeah, don't get lung cancer.
That's the only thing I'm worried about. Don't get lung cancer.
And
I need you to be here.
Yes.
Ideally until I die.
Yes.
If possible.
Yeah.
Which, judging by how much you've aged in 30 years, might actually be.
Very, very high probability chance. You're going out before him.
So Keanu Reeves 2077. So 2077 continues to look great. That was obviously huge. It's now memed everywhere all over the internet, and rightfully so. But other than that, there were some other notable things. First of all, they focused a lot on the game's first narrative. They went out of their way to really make sure that people understood that this next gen of Xbox was not going to be a repeat mistake of the Xbox One when it first launched, where it was, here's NFL Live.
Yeah.
None of that shit.
It's all about the games.
All games. They showed 60 games at this conference, 14 of which were first-party exclusive titles. That's fucking substantial.
Not a lot of them were big names, though. Like, not a lot of them were like...
but none of them looked bad.
No, I wouldn't say that.
There was like maybe 2 of everything that I saw, and they were mostly indie games.
Yeah.
That looked what I would call bad.
I'm not as hype as you are right now, because I started watching at they must have started with the Cyberpunk, I would imagine, right? Or was there something before that?
There was a couple of things that came in before.
I didn't see what came before. Like,
I can tell you chronologically if I can find my notes here.
Jesus Christ!
But keep talking.
So this is what I thought. Honestly, I know you're.
They started on Outer Worlds and Bleeding Edge from Ninja Theory and another Minecraft Dungeons. Did you hear about that?
No.
Okay.
What is
continue saying what you were going to say though first before we get into that.
So the what I felt overall for Microsoft is, once again, I came in as the Keanu Reeves, which was a high point. We peaked. I found that there was maybe 2 games that I saw that I was like, okay, all right, that's all right. I'm interested.
yeah.
And then the rest of it, honestly, I gave it like a 7 out of 10. I wasn't hyped about it. And I think what really killed it for me was at the end when they were talking about the new console, and then they had that video that came up where they were just spewing out like load times, less load times, SSDs. Less load times.
Yeah.
I just checked out. I was like,
Well, that's because everything is coming next year.
Yeah, I was like, we already know this.
Yeah.
This comes off extremely scripted and bad. Like, it's a bunch of 40-year-olds that are developing the stuff.
It's a corporate video.
It's a corporate video that just doesn't speak to me at all in any way.
That video was not for you.
It was almost like a video that was for the shareholders
That's
to
what
watch.
it was.
It
for
was like,
shareholders.
I don't give a fuck about SSDs.
No.
I want to see your goddamn. I mean, I care that there's there's less load, but you're not impressing me.
No.
We're looking at a 2020 console.
So out of all that stuff for you,
blow me away here.
So for all of that stuff for you, the stuff for you is coming next E3.
Yes.
Right. So the stuff right now, what you just said, it's shareholders.
Yes.
It's for shareholders.
Yeah.
The only couple of pointers in that whole clip that was for you, at best, were, the load times like you mentioned, which everyone's loved because consoles have had fucking horrible
it's
load times
2020.
forever, which is great.
You'd think we were going to be getting that anyway, right?
But and then the fact, like the what we know about power wise, where they're saying that it is on what metric, we'll find out next year, 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X, not the Xbox One, but the Xbox One X, which that's a big number.
Yeah,
that's an extraordinary. I mean, the Xbox One X is already a potent console, so to go 4x on that would be substantial. Everything else about that video was for shareholders. And they even had a flub in there. There was like a guy who said SSDs and solid state drives are the same thing. It was fucking dumb. But they didn't have to because Sony wasn't there. They don't want to show all their cards to Sony a year ahead of time.
No.
They want to align themselves so that they give the shareholders something to chew on.
Mm-hmm.
And then next year when Sony comes up, now we go head to head with them. Because here's the thing about that console. Sony's console and Microsoft's console are literally using, for all intents and purposes, almost identical
It's the
hardware.
same thing. It's the same console.
It's the same next-gen Zen hardware for the CPU, next-gen Navi, which is also AMD, graphics cards. The difference will come down to whose engineers are better, Microsoft's or Sony's.
Yeah.
Because it will be who can take that and customize that stuff to do more and better things than the other guy. And honestly, the difference between the two consoles are unlikely to be huge. And it really will come down to what Microsoft and Sony want to focus on when it comes to performance. Somebody might focus more on the load times, and I don't mean like just a load screen, but let's say streaming stuff in,
quickly.
stuff like that. One might go for pure fidelity. How can we hit 4K 60? Can we hit like a 1440 at like 120 hertz? Stuff like that. It will really come down to that. And that we're only going to find that out likely next year.
Yeah.
Sony might give us hints later in the year, TGS or something like that, when they do their thing, because it wasn't at E3, so they're waiting. But I wouldn't suspect to hear anything that you're actually going to be interested in until next year's E3.
Yeah.
We know that Xbox's launches in November of 2020.
Yeah.
We don't have a hard date for the PlayStation, but I would suspect November 2020.
Yeah, it'll be holiday 2020. Period.
Yeah. So that will be very intriguing. As for the rest of what happened at Microsoft, if you were going to ask me to rate it based on what I was excited about when I was there, then yeah, I'd probably come down to like a 7. But I'm just looking at it like I know that there are a lot of games that showed up here that a lot of people, like, they didn't look like bad games. They just weren't games that I was particularly excited about. So there wasn't a lot of honest to God, like, fluff, bullshit, terrible games. Most of the games that Microsoft showed off, whether they were first party or otherwise, looked at bare minimum
playable.
Like they were just going to be good video games, right?
Yeah.
So the first one was The Outer Worlds, which is Obsidian, which is the folks who did Fallout New Vegas, and also Knights of the Republic 2. I'll be honest with you, it looked rough. It looked like a game from the Xbox 360 era, with a bit of spit polish. Animations were still jank. You can tell they're still using that old Bethesda engine to make it happen. So that game is going to live and die by its writing.
Yeah.
If the characters and world building aren't what people expect from Obsidian, which I don't even know how much of Obsidian is still the same one that built those other games that everyone loves from them, then that game is going to be
dead on arrival.
Pretty rough.
Yeah.
Then they had Ninja Theory, which was one of the pickups that they had last year, I believe, when they bought like those 5 or whatever we talked about on the podcast last year. They bought like 5 developers in like one sweep. Ninja Theory is one of them. They have a game called Bleeding Edge coming up. That kind of looked, again, not bad, just not something that I was particularly excited about. But let's get into like some of the more specific ones that stood out. Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah, okay.
So you didn't see that one.
I didn't see that.
It's literally Diablo, but Minecraft. It's literally a top-down, isometric Minecraft dungeon crawler, and I'm going to be real with you, bro.
Dude.
It kind of looks like fire. Look it up right now if you can. Minecraft Dungeons. When I started watching it, I was like, is this... I didn't know if they were just memeing on me first, and then the trailer kept going, and the shit kept going. I was like, okay, all right, no, this is actually happening. And it did... It looked fucking good. Now, I don't know if there's like an overworld, or like how they like... You know, how they're piecing it together, but legit, flat out Minecraft Diablo. They show some gameplay in that trailer and shit, and it looks good. I'll just wait. You can just watch.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Holy shit, dude!
Like if somebody sat down and said, "So, hey, what do you think Microsoft's going to do with the Minecraft license?" Nobody would have sat there and gone,
dude,
Diablo.
Oh shit, look at the hammer.
Yeah, bro.
I wonder if you get like a diamond pickaxe and shit. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, that's weird. Wow. Dude, that looks... Oh, man, you can do cooperative.
Yeah, 4. Local and online.
This is going to be low-key flames. This is gonna be the fucking hot thing on Twitch. For when does this come out?
I can't remember if they have the.
There it is, Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah.
Coming spring 2020. Only available on Windows.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I fucks with all of this.
That looked pretty fire, didn't it? That caught me by surprise. Like, man, nobody was ever gonna guess.
Bro.
Just like Keanu Reeves, nobody was going to guess Minecraft
and
Diablo.
It works too because you've got like the zombies that are flowing around. They're going to need like more. They're going to need more like enemies because you're only going to want to see like Endermen and skeletons and zombies so many times.
But the aesthetic works.
Oh, it's beautiful looking.
It does look good, doesn't it?
Dude, this is a game I would fuck with on like the Nintendo Switch too.
Oh,
like,
that will happen?
Oh, it's got to
100%.
happen. Oh.
Yeah.
That's got to happen, dude.
Yeah,
that's fun. I like this direction they're going. I mean, if they're going to make another game, it's either they're going to make another Minecraft, like Minecraft 2.
Yeah, which that's not even really needed.
No, but I actually believe that if they did come up with a Minecraft 2, it would rejuvenate a lot of people's love for Minecraft. Like, it would give everybody a reason to play Minecraft again. And let's be real.
Yeah.
If you stop playing Minecraft for a while and then you pick it up again at some point, you get hooked again. Just like that. It's like you almost forget how fucking fun. It's like playing with Legos. You're like, next thing you know it, you've got a fucking castle and you've just spent 8 hours. You're like, what the fuck am I doing?
It looks terrible, but you have a castle.
You have a castle. This is cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Definitely, and they showed gameplay right away.
A lot of
gameplay.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
dope.
It is. It's coming to Xbox, PS4, and Switch. Says at the end of the trailer. So it's everywhere. It's
Boom.
coming to everything.
Boom.
The amount of money they're going to make on that's going to be astronomical.
Oh, they already got my money.
Huge money.
I'm buying it day one on the
money.
PC.
Huge money.
Definitely trying that out.
So that was something that I thought should definitely be highlighted. For sure.
Legcraft, the dungeon version.
Exactly.
That's fire.
No building.
No building.
Just trying not to die.
Trying not to die and farming up items.
So I
want to
know what like the overworld's going to be like. If it have one, like in Diablo, there's an overworld, and then you go deeper and deeper in, or whatever. Like if that's going to be how they tackle it, or just how they're going to do that. There's obviously. What I want to know is if they're going to attempt to do any kind of of building mechanics, not in the sense of like an actual you placing individual blocks.
Yeah.
But like,
I
let's
wanna be
say
able
based
to-
on finding stuff when
Yeah.
you're going deeper down,
Yeah.
maybe you can build and alter the overworld town that you go back to, and it adds stuff over time, and the town gets kind of bigger and
That'd
adds
be
more
cool.
stuff and NPCs.
That'd be cool.
Opens up more options for you to like, maybe you're buying stuff from better blacksmiths and shit like that, or like whatever
That'd
the
be
fuck.
dope.
Something like that. I think they're probably going to try and work something like that because it's ultimately it's still Minecraft.
Well, it'd be cool if you were in the dungeon and then you could take your shovel and like dig and find other treasures, like
Right.
boxes, or break down a side wall. And
Yeah,
next thing
yeah.
you know, there's another dungeon to go down.
I'm sure they'll work in like some sort of stuff.
You got to be able to do, because at the heart of it, it
It's
looks
still
like Minecraft,
Minecraft.
but you still need to. It still needs to have that Minecraft
It has to
feel.
have
To, I
some
don't need
of
to
it.
build like
No.
per se.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to collect cobblestone.
You just wanna have
But I want to be able
little-
to break some
You need a
walls.
taste of
I need a
Minecraft.
taste. I need that.
Yeah.
It's fire. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's very dope.
But you know, anyway, we'll find out. We'll find out more. Obviously, that's next year. So, whatever we know now, shit could change
Very quickly.
dramatically over the next year. After that, the other thing that caught me by surprise was they had a. I'm just going to describe what I saw because this is, again, it was another one of these. Microsoft had a lot of surprises. It was a horror game. Definitely set up for VR play. You're going to want to play this one for sure because
Okay.
it looks. First of all, it looks pretty fucking fire. I'm not gonna lie. When I first started looking at
What
it,
is this called?
oh, I'm not gonna tell you yet. I'm gonna tell you at the end. So when I first saw it, I was like, the first thing that came out of my mouth was Silent Hill ? Because it had the feeling of Silent Hill. Mm-hmm. And then I went, okay, it's not that. Because then the guy pulls out a camera, and I was like, okay, so this is like, oh, what was that Japanese game with the camera, horror game, Fatal Frame? So I was like, okay, we got some Fatal Frame aspects here because he pulled the camera up and he was seeing like a fucking ghost or some shit, right? And then the guy walks away, and again, the back of him looked like James from Silent Hill 2. I was tripping the fuck out, man. I almost came thrice just the thought of Silent Hill. It's not Silent Hill, unfortunately. However, they show more and more stuff, and it all looked fire. VR, whole 9 yards. It had aspects of every major horror game, but it looks like they're doing them well and mixing them into this one. And you know what it fucking is, dude?
What?
You never guessed in a million fucking years.
What?
It's the Blair Witch.
Oh, a Blair Witch Project game?
Yes, just look up Blair Witch trailer. Give it a quick little look-see. We'll get your reaction to it. But straight up,
I didn't see any of this. See, I
Straight-
mean, maybe hey, I didn't see any of this fire.
yeah. So now your rating of the
going up.
might go up a little bit.
It's going up.
The stock value going up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, just watch a little bit of it. We'll get a little reaction from you there.
Oh, he even said, "Oh shit." Oh, the graphics are nice,
They are.
dude. This is very reminiscent of.
And then the light fucking
Alan
you
Wake.
like Alan Wake. So I went through every horror game in my head. I was like Alan Wake, Silent Hill, fucking Fatal Frame, Outlast. Like,
dude, it's very Alan Wakey. Oh, this is cool. I'm gonna skip through some of this video here. Oh, you get a dog too.
yeah, if you go back and watch it, it's cool. They go through. And it looks like the guy ends up repeating the process he went through, where he looks through the camera and he sees himself going down the walkway, and then the trailer comes all the way back around, and he's going out again. through the
Damn.
It's some crazy shit, bro.
Dude, this looks like fire.
And I'm positive that's
Oh,
VR.
someone's standing in the fucking corner
Yeah.
too, just like in the movie. And there's the camera. I wonder if it's just gonna be like a totally new story, or we're rehashing.
Watch, see? Well,
Oh, they can't. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Very movie-like.
yeah.
Very movie-like. Oh, look, there's the woods too. Oh,
Yeah.
dope.
And it pulls out
Pulls
to
out
the
and you see
Blair,
the Blair Witch
logo.
the symbol.
Yeah.
The witchcraft shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking fire, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Blair Witch. Wow.
Yeah. Caught me off guard
August
again.
30th.
Yeah, dude.
Wow,
that's soon.
man. Pre-order
Yeah.
that shit. PC digital, dude. I'm gonna have to buy a.
You need a Vive here pretty soon.
I'm gonna buy. Fuck it, man. Hell yeah.
Tell me that didn't look fucking dope, though, right?
That looks good.
Yeah.
That looks
like
good.
that looks like the first horror game in a long time that I've looked at and went, yes.
That looks good.
The one before this was PT, and that got canceled. So this one, August 30th. Let's fucking go.
Wow, that's dope.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, we're at an 8.5. We're at an 8.5 now.
Yeah, I'm aware. I keep forgetting to give people like moderation powers and stuff. I'm not logged into Lag TV's thing right now on this laptop, so I can't give mod powers. Just block. There's a bot in chat. Just
I blocked
spamming.
him.
Yeah, just block the bot.
Fuck him.
You just press the three little.
And we're getting too
dots
popular.
things.
You know, we're over 300 viewers now.
We've peaked.
We got bots coming in now. We've made it.
Yeah. So Blair Witch, that was the thing. That was pretty fire. Not gonna lie. After that, I'll explain this as well. Look up RPG Time, The Legend of Wright, and WRIGHT. RPG Time, The Legend of Wright. They showed this. This was part of like their little indie segment that they were showing off. Dude, the amount of detail and intricacy in this game for the aesthetic is crazy. Just watch this for a hot second. This game looks insane.
Damn.
So it looks like it's a little RPG thing that you literally play out like you're in a kid's room, but the kid is an engineer with an art degree. And it looks crazy. The more I've watched the trailer,
Holy
the more
shit.
random shit that I see that just like I keep seeing little bits that I missed the first time I watched it. So much detail.
It's very whatchamacallit like Elon Musk Cuphead.
Cuphead.
It's very
well,
like
Cuphead. It's kind of like that, but they've got like there's like cardboard stuff going on in there,
I see that.
and like and they're like using little things from around the room like pens.
Holy shit!
And, like,
Yeah, look at the card. You get a cardboard gun.
yeah,
Wow,
dude, it's crazy.
It's gonna be a trip
Yeah,
coming in 2020.
yeah, that looked really like a really unique.
You know what? For $20-$30,
Yes.
count me in.
Like it looked, just the uniqueness of it really caught my attention. No other game looking like that. I can tell you that much right now. A lot of cool stuff going on there. So definitely check out RPG Time: The Legend of Wright for sure. Then the other thing was they talked more about Game Pass, which is their streaming service plus their not their streaming service. Their basically their subscription to play whatever fucking games that they have in their library for all intents and purposes. And so they talked about the fact that it was coming to the PC, obviously, but then they announced Game Pass Ultimate, and this is a big dude. The amount of dick swing on Game Pass Ultimate is fucking wild. You get Game Pass on the Xbox,
Yep.
Game Pass on the PC,
I saw this.
Xbox Live Gold membership for $14.99 a month. Over 100 games.
Yep.
Whenever a new major release that comes out to Game Pass, so like Gears 5, Halo Infinite,
You get it.
Forza, whatever, you get it immediately. And not only that, if you have the Ultimate, so Game Pass Ultimate, you get the pre-order bonuses that people normally get
Damn.
on day one.
Damn.
And of course, sometimes you're going to get the game a couple days earlier through Game Pass Ultimate, things of that nature, like just like if you were pre-ordering it for $14.99 a month. Then they talked about a bunch of games that are obviously already there. And then throughout the rest of the conference, they were mentioning when games were going to be, which of these games were going to show up on Game Pass like right out of the rip. And there were a lot of them, and they're not all small titles. Like they're bringing pretty much all the big stuff straight to Game Pass right away. Some of the ones that they mentioned that are available right now, Batman Arkham Knight, the Arkham series is all pretty much fire.
Yep.
Metro Exodus, which is brand new.
Yep.
Hollow Knight, which is one of the best indie games in like the last fucking decade. And then Borderlands: The Handsome Jack Collection, which is like every Borderlands game ever fucking made. Plus, I think the DLC, I'm not 100% on this, but there might be the Borderlands 2 DLC that is being released that is a lead up to Borderlands 3. I think might also be on that as well. And then, but they have over 100 games in that shit. Forza Horizon 4, which we're going to talk about here as well, because dude, this okay,
Adam, calm down. You'll be all right.
Bro,
You'll be all right.
I want you to look up Forza Horizon 4 Lego.
I saw it. I
saw
saw
it?
that whole thing.
Bro, that shit is so fucking dope. That's out today.
You gonna play it?
You're goddamn right I'm going to play that shit. Dude, Lego Racer was dope. And then you're going to tell me that you're going to, not only are you just going to, at first when I'm watching this trailer, Forza Horizon 4 with like the Lego DLC. I I thought when I was watching it, oh, they're just adding a couple Lego cars as like cool little DLC Lego cars.
No, it's a full-blown
It's a goddamn full-blown
game
thing. There's entire zones that are built out of Lego where you can bring your real cars in, Lego cars in, destructible Lego environments, shit just blown up all over the place, crazy ramps and fucking half pipes and Lego shit everywhere. It's nuts. It's fucking wild. And it looked crazy because the graphics in that game are already insane.
So when I first saw it, I wasn't crazy about it. Because for one, I'm not a
you're not a
race car
racing
guy,
fan
so
in general.
I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
But what kind of, I wouldn't say won me over, but what made me accept this was when I saw the car crash and the pieces just I said, okay, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I was trying to hate on it, but I saw that shit and I was like, okay, all right, now you're.
It looked pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, so you'll have to let me know what I'll watch it when you're streaming. I'll see what it's like. Dude, so here was my meme.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole thing, because I was watching it as well.
Yeah.
On stream. This was my meme.
All right,
This was my thing that I said.
What was your meme?
Every single game, right? That I was like, yeah, but needs more Terminator.
That was the meme I used too.
That's what I
Dude,
said.
everyone was memeing about that.
Every time something ended, I said, needs more Terminator.
Because there was like, I can't remember
there was at least two big titles.
Yeah,
I think it was like
well,
Borderlands.
One was an Ubisoft game.
I think one was Borderlands. There was definitely like
Gears of War.
Okay, Gears of War was one, but what was
Gears
the other
of
one?
War, and the other one I think was an Ubisoft title.
I think it was a fairly big title.
It was. Otherwise, why would they do the tie-in?
But dude, the amount of shoving down the throat they're trying to do for this next fucking Terminator that's coming out.
Every time I saw red eyes on screen for any character, I went, "Oh, Terminator."
Yeah, dude. At the end of it, like game was looking like shit, and I was like, "But if it only had more, if it only had Terminator,
just a little bit more
Terminator, I'm in."
Squeak in just a little bit more Terminator, and I'm in.
Everything was Terminator, dude.
That's true. Yeah, one was definitely Gears 5, and then the other one I can't remember. Yeah, it was funny.
There was I think there was probably at least 3 games I saw with Terminator fucking in there. It had to have been.
There's at least 2. Oh, Ghost Recon
was the other one. Yeah.
One of the like 19 Ghost Recon
Was Rainbow
things.
Six another one?
Don't think so.
All right.
So yeah, it's true. So we get
I'm not
lots
gonna
of
lie,
Terminator.
Gears of War looks like a steaming pile of dog shit. I'm just gonna say it. Gears of War.
So we can talk about that because that was Microsoft.
Looks
so
like shit.
I cared so little about Gears of War. It's not even on this list for us to talk about.
Bro, it looks awful. It doesn't even look like Gears anymore. It's like
graphically, it looks fire.
It looks great. I mean, graphically.
But as a game,
the game, like, what are you now? I'm seeing people that have like special powers and fucking.
Well, they're jumping the shark like Halo did,
dude. It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. It's almost becoming a meme like Call of Duty. But just not as quickly. It's terrible.
It didn't.
It just looks bad. I don't give a fuck.
I'm already biased against it because I only liked Gears 1, and then everything that followed, I had enough Gears after I played Gears 1, and I did not need any more Gears of War. And nothing about any of the Gears that have followed has in any way, shape, or form made me want to go back to Gears of War. But there is a fairly massive community of Gears of War fans, which is obviously why this continues to go and why it's still a major property for Microsoft. But none of them, and including this one, has made me want to go back to that or think that those games are anything other than really pretty looking mediocrity.
Yep. Not for me.
The just is kind of not so hot. You know what is hot though? That new Pro controller. Did you see that?
I did, and it looks sexy.
It's going to cost you as much as a car.
Even the whole video and the whole thing, like when you could adjust the analog sticks.
That you could torque the tension on the analog sticks.
That was pretty fucking dope. The controller looked fire, and then at the end of it, I said 5 easy payments of $99.99.
It's going to cost,
dude. It's going to be an expensive controller.
It'll be $249.
It won't be that much. It can't be that much. It can't be that, dude. That's
it'll be at least
$199.
$199 minimum.
There's no way it's fucking.
So Canadian $249.
Okay.
In the States, it'll be $199.
Ask me if I'm buying a $250 controller. Just go ahead and ask me.
Hey Jeff.
Yeah.
Just wondering. Shot in the dark. You buying that $250 controller?
No.
Okay.
There isn't a goddamn chance.
I have the original Pro controller, and it is without a doubt the greatest controller ever
course.
made. This one's probably going to succeed it as the greatest controller that you could buy.
Yeah.
Without question.
Oh, well, look at it.
However,
It's the Rolls Royce of controllers.
it is. And when you hold it, you never want to use another controller ever
Well, that's
again.
the worst part because when it breaks,
Well,
you got to
here's-
go buy another one.
Here's the thing. It's not going to break because everything's goddamn like machine
Yeah, it's
metal.
Like, it's Terminator steel.
It's hefty, dude. You
Yeah.
pick up that controller, you could bludgeon somebody to death with the thing. Like it is a thick. The only thing was like when you were torquing like the thumbsticks and stuff, that was my only concern was there's a lot of moving parts now. But if they're built like the other one was, and a lot of it's like actual honest to God like metal pieces and shit, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Your controller's gonna last you a long time. I mean, it had like a 40-hour battery charge. Like that's nuts.
Yeah, dude. It looks pretty fucking dope.
That's nuts. $179.99 US. All right, we were close.
Yeah, no,
So
it's a hard-
that'll be $219 probably Canadian.
No, it's a hard pass. I'm just gonna have to go out and say it. It's a
I don't need the Pro controller still does everything I need. I don't need to be able to tension the analog sticks. I say that, but if I got my hands on the new one and then I torqued them and I could get one that I felt better, I'd probably go, yeah, okay, no, this is making because the difference between the 360 controller and the Xbox One Pro controller or the Xbox One controller in general, the Xbox One controller analog sticks are in fact looser than the 360 sticks. And sometimes, like when I'm playing on the PC, I play with my 360 controller still.
I do
most
too.
of the time.
It's like the best controller to use.
Like most of the time, I'm still.
I
using
use my
it.
PS4 now, actually.
Really, I can't stand the PS4 controller.
See, I'm used to it. Like I don't mind it.
My thumb's cramped because of
You have big ass hands.
of
You have
holding like
literal giant hands.
Like your natural hand, like if you just hold your hands out straight.
yes,
They don't do this.
No, I know. I know.
So like over time,
But
like
what's
the
nice
dual,
is it just syncs up right to Steam now.
yeah, the DualShock 4 is obviously the best that they've ever had.
Yeah.
And it's the best that they've ever had because they keep getting closer and closer to a 360 controller without getting sued. Is essentially why it keeps getting better. If you look at the form factor, it's like they're taking the stretch tool in Photoshop and just like slowly turning it into a 360 controller, but the analog sticks are in the middle. It's pretty much pretty much it. But yeah, the new Pro controller looks crazy. It's going to be expensive, but honest to God, for some people,
It'll be worth. I mean, if you're a
it'll be worth
console
it.
gamer, just like if you're a PC gamer,
Or if you just use a lot of controllers, like whether you're on the PC or not, because this
Yeah.
hooks up to the PC.
I suppose you're right.
Like, immediately.
I suppose you're right. I mean, listen, is it the craziest investment you can make for your gaming? No.
No, there's definitely worse
But,
things you can
but
spend.
I mean, goddamn, that's a lot of money for
It is.
for a controller.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess the other thing you think about it, again, if you're playing a lot, like I'm still using my 360 controller that's wired.
You don't play Boshi.
And I've played, yeah, but this controller is,
I have a graveyard of controllers now in that blue bag. There's like 6 of them. I just go with the knockoff 360 controller that you get at Walmart.
yeah,
the
that's
Afterglow.
not, that's not helping you any
no,
either.
it's probably not. But I mean, when you
Like-
go through them like I do,
I have a feeling if you took a Pro controller and you slammed it into your desk would actually end up being more
Dented?
fucked up than the controller.
well, yes, that thing looks like a brick.
It's a tank.
Yes.
But my 360 controller is, I mean, my God, dude, it's going on 10 years old. And it's still fine. And I use it a lot. One of the analog sticks starts to squeak a little bit.
Still works.
But that's it.
Still works.
So, like, that's the regular controller. You get a Pro controller where shit's like metal and that.
Imagine
you're
if we had that technology back in the day for the N64 controllers, like having like a fucking steel tension-based fucking N64
Instead
controller.
of having to replace the analog
Instead of having
stick.
to replace that fucking thing every time, you got to buy a new one from China.
Have
They're
you ever
knockoffs.
tried doing that?
No, but it's apparently hell. I looked up YouTube videos on it.
I can tell you as somebody who's now done it 4 times.
You just
Fuck.
don't. You just buy a new controller.
Not
You
only
just
did I
don't
do, all right, so it's not too bad to just replace it when it's still in the housing, but if you're like me, so the knockoff ones, the spring in it is
Yeah.
really, it's bad. The dead zone on the controller becomes terrible if you use the original, or if you don't use the original. So what you have to do to really do it is you buy the new analog stick,
Yeah.
and then you take both of them apart, and you take this original spring and you put it into the housing of the Chinese one. That
works, but it's hell.
is fucking hell because how all of those pieces go back together, if you don't like have an idyllic memory when you take it apart, because when you take it apart, it explodes.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
like gently take it apart.
yeah.
It took me like 2 hours to figure out how to put
It's like
this
opening
Rubik's
the back of
Cube
a pen.
back together. Oh,
You
it's
know,
bad.
it's like everything's just like, oh
it's just
shit.
like,
You got to try and figure it out.
yeah. So it took me a long time. I would never want to do it again,
You just buy a new controller.
but it did refresh my 2 controllers to be as close to new as you could get.
There you go.
So yeah, Pro Controller looking good. Sega's thing. So remember last week we talked about what we were guessing because Sega was slated to be at Microsoft, and we were saying that we were hoping for Jet Set Radio.
It wasn't it.
But we both knew that wasn't going to happen.
No, but we could
pray. And then I
thought
said,
it was going to be for a second the way that they were saying it.
Yeah,
like as it was
kinda,
leading up. Because they started saying shit, and I'm like, okay, that's not this game, that's not this. I mean, what else is next?
And like I said in the podcast, Phantasy Star.
Yeah.
And sure as shit, Phantasy Star Online 2.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to be that. I thought it was going to be
Like a remake?
Yeah, maybe like bringing something else back. But I had forgotten that Phantasy Star Online 2 has been a thing over there for years. And so now they're bringing it over here. English completely redone, whole 9 yards, cross-platform compatibility, Xbox, PC, the whole whatever. And a lot of people were excited about it because Phantasy Star is a popular title.
Yeah.
And it looked good.
Yeah, it looked
especially
fun.
given how old the game is.
Yep. You know what? Those types of games now kind of excite me. You know, because they almost have like a nostalgia feel to it.
Yes.
And I almost feel like as I get older, I'm looking more forward to the games that remind me of my childhood and remind me of the games that aren't today. That's pretty much where I'm at. And that, along with a couple of those other JRPGs and different type of anime-looking games, they really look great. Like, the soundtracks look great. The animations look great.
They do tend to age better.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
For sure. Halo Infinite got its little spotlight.
I saw that.
On one hand, I was disappointed not to see gameplay, but on the other hand, I'm not surprised they didn't show any gameplay because this game is still over a year before it gets released. And by the sounds of it, this is the biggest Halo that they've ever made. And so, and I think they also know, and we talked about this in the podcast several weeks ago now, is that I think they also know that this is their
last chance.
Their last chance to really bring Halo back.
Yeah.
To the main,
which would be huge for them for the next console, right? Like,
yeah. So they're
big IP.
launching it with the console like the original Halo.
Yep.
That's going to sell a lot of consoles.
It's going to sell. It's like Breath of the Wild, right?
That's huge.
It's going to sell. It's going to sell like mad.
That was a big money play for them to do that, and it's smart because it gives them even more time.
Yeah.
To really work it out.
Well, especially if they don't release too much on day one. If they kind of keep it like it was like the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
You bring out Breath of the Wild, and it's like that Mario. Like what? I don't even think Mario was out at the time.
Well, you're still going to be able to play Xbox One games too. Remember?
Yeah,
so
that's right. Yeah,
the library.
But I mean, even still.
But as far as like brand new games go,
yeah.
like
you're going to buy one. You're going to want a game to play.
It's going to be a limited list, and Halo Infinite is going to be one.
Yeah.
And that's a big dick game to have as your launch title.
Now, I will say, when I was watching the trailer, like the little snippet they had, I thought they were going to bring a full circle. I thought we were going to get the Halo prequel. Because the dude, like the guy who did a great job voice acting it. That's all I hear now too. When I'm watching things, I always just think of the voice actor and how good they're doing.
Well, he did a.
Oh, he did a great job.
Great job.
He had like a Hispanic accent almost, or a Puerto Rican, or
he was
like
somewhere in
that
neck
neighborhood.
of the woods. Yeah.
But what I thought is. First, he reminded me a lot of the dude from Game of Thrones, and the guy that got fucked by the Viper, and because he was so great. But what I thought is, I was like, oh my god, when I saw the suit floating out in space.
Yeah, when he wipes the fog
it, I saw
off
the
the
suit,
window.
And then he brought the suit in, right? I was like, holy fuck.
Oh, do you think he was the next
Master Chief? And I was like, they're going to do a fucking... That's what I thought. I thought they were going to do a prequel. And that's what was going to save his life because it was cold. He was dying. I thought he could get the suit. He's going to put the suit on and become Master Chief. But that wasn't it at all because I was like... Because they're thinking about making the movies and shit, right? And I was like, maybe we're going to finally find out. Maybe this is their way... to cast for the movie as well, so that we can actually see the face of a Master Chief.
Well, that would be retconning basically everything about the Spartans.
Yes,
if they did
but
that.
I suppose. But I mean, even still, that's what I thought at the original. And I was a little disappointed. I was like, fuck. Because when he got the machine running, and I was like, okay, it's another Halo. I was like, whatever. I didn't get to see any gameplay, so I couldn't get overly excited.
Yeah.
Because anybody can make a really good CG. Fuck. That Microsoft can make an hour-and-a-half Halo movie with those graphics and shit. And I'd be, animated, and I'd be probably happy with it. They can make anything look good, but how's the game? And I was more intrigued for potentially seeing who Master Chief was, opposed to actually playing it. I was more interested in seeing more about the lore of Master Chief and not so much another Halo.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, this is literally the follow-up to where we last left Master Chief.
Yeah, see, I didn't play the last one, so I
So
didn't, you know.
at the end, for that, where we last saw Master Chief, he's literally floating through space.
Okay, yeah.
Cortana's no longer with him because of how the story played out.
Yeah.
That's why in the trailer you saw him he has Cortana's chip still in his hand. Like when he opens his hand for the first time, when the guy turns the servos back on, he opens his hand. That chip was Cortana, and he puts it back in, and there's no AI registered. Cortana's not there, right? So, but that's where we last left him, was literally floating through space, and it just so happens to, float on through here, and this guy, and he's obviously excited because it means he's going to be able to maybe get the hell out, and
it's probably the beginning of the game, right? That's probably opens up like that, right?
It, almost certainly, because and it was a bit of nostalgia too, though, because it played out very similar to the first Halo.
Yeah.
So in first Halo, they're pulling you out of cryostasis as Master Chief in the thing. They open the tank up, you come into cryo, and you're immediately into the Covenant attacking on the ship.
Yeah.
In this, space is his cryo tank.
Yeah.
Frozen out in space, pulls him back in, turns him on, Covenant shows up, you're fighting the Covenant on the ship.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a throwback to Halo 1. So the only thing that stood out to me, so other than the fact that the voice acting looked great graphically, obviously it's a CGI thing, but CGI can be done poorly. It looked good. The only thing that threw me was Master Chief put on some weight.
He's big.
If you look at that suit, I mean, Master Chief apparently was floating through space, but also was lifting weights.
Yeah.
He was already a big boy, but now he looks like he is a big boy. Not just tall, like he juiced up.
Yeah.
He's juiced up big. He's wide now. And I'm not 100% sold on it yet. Eventually I'm not even gonna be able to see it anymore.
Yeah.
But like every Halo, obviously Master Chief's suit has changed and he looks different and different and different. But this is just like he's thick with 3 C's. He's a big boy.
The juicing.
He's juicing up
in space.
But I like it. I like that the Master Chief is back. I like that they did the callbacks to the original Halo. I hope that what that means is that they are going to go for that feel versus the feel of some of the more recent Halos, which in my opinion, I know lots of people would disagree with me, but in my opinion, they're bad. I have a lot of hope for them to pull this one off because I really and honestly think that this is Halo's last attempt.
It is.
And if they fuck this up,
GG.
then Halo is in obscurity for the rest of its time. Like it's going to be almost impossible to pull it back from there. So it looked, for what it was, it looked good. It hit all the nostalgia things. People were, excited about it as much as they needed to be. We're going to see more gameplay and stuff as time goes on. Next E3, we'll probably see lots of shit. There'll probably be a demo that they run up on stage. I bet you there'll be like a 10-15 minute just fucking straight gameplay demo at E3 next year, running on the new console. They'll be like full 4K, suck your dick, 60 FPS, Halo, 15 minutes, go. Keanu Reeves is playing. Like, it would just be like some wild shit. And then as far as that goes, that's pretty much Microsoft. We already talked about it. They're still calling it Project Scarlet, so they haven't even officially titled it yet. They're still calling it Project Scarlet, so they haven't even given it its official title yet. The new console.
Oh, it might already have a title. They just don't want to leak it.
Well,
yet.
that's it. You'll hear it again next year, E3.
Yeah,
you'll get it then. That's it. The holiday 2020 launching alongside there with Halo.